What's going on, peeps? It's Wrath here, hanging out today, playing some Idle Heroes. Today we're over here on the PvP slash PvE slash probably going mostly PvE because it's the best account with the Amun-Ra up here. It's hot news. Today, we've got a little bit of a plan, nothing crazy. I'm not going to bore you guys with the whole let's spin the wheel because let's be honest, it's super boring. There's nothing exciting about Wishing Fountain event. Pretty much at all. Sometimes you'll snag a 5-star hero and it's like, yay, but largely you're just spinning to spin and grab the loots. And that's one of the things. Shelter mission, again, kind of the same thing. Like, there's nothing really exciting about pulling a hero out of here. Like I said, this is one of the most boring weeks in the game, right next to item exchange week. Super boring events. Why they're still a thing? No, but they are. So instead of doing something super duper uber boring, we're going to do is something hopefully a little bit more exciting. And that is, over here. So, I'm thinking, all right, chasing PvP on this account, never really a good idea. Chasing PvP, regardless, is never a good idea on games like this because essentially every 2 months as a new hero launches, your team, even if you spent bukus of money to build it, is going to become devalued because the new hero is probably going to be better than something you have, and the cycle continues down the road over and over and over again. So chasing PvP is going to cost you stupid amounts of money, and it's also like you're never actually going to be, you know, at the best ever, because in 2 months, now you're not, if you don't spend enough to keep up with it. So, I'm not worried that much about PvP over here, so what we're going to do today. So we're going to take old Obi-Ron, and we're going to turn him into a bunch of baby Obi-Rons, and we're going to use his bits to upgrade Horus to E5. Now, I thought about taking Penny up, but I already have an E5 Penny. We already know how great Penny is. I mean, she just poops on people. You go over here on an area like this. Oh, look, it's a Penny. Look, it's a beautiful Penny. Look, it's enemies. What are they gonna do? Oh, the one time you need her to actually crit. She's like, nah, I'm good. There you go. Good job, Penny. Made yourself look stupid. Dumb Penny. Either way, she is OP. That's supposed to go way different. So just one shot and everybody dies. Whatever. We'll try it again. We got 3 seconds. We'll show you how it's supposed to go down. Penny, I swear to crap, if you don't crit on round 1, I'm gonna slap you. There you go. That's what it's supposed to be. Okay, Penny OP. We all get that. I could build it again. I will, eventually. I'm going to get her upgraded, later, because she's a freak. But to start things, I'd rather get Horus to E5. So let's go ahead, and I got to pull out the old Obi from my team. Where are you at? Oops, that's the wrong button. Where are you at, Obi? Beep, there you are. There you go. Get out of there. You are going to become food bits from other heroes that are more important than you. So, weep, this button. Regression. Oh, yes, look at all these stinking dudes I got. I got tons of those things. But here we go. People ask me, like, where do you get the little weird wooden people and the metal people? This is where you get them. You now know. Regress. Yep, let's go ahead and do that. Give me all your bits back. So you also get a bunch of the gold, like I said, from the stone upgrade and stuff like that. You get some of the promotion stones. I don't think you get them all back. Do you? It takes... No, you don't get it all back at all. You get a good chunk of it back, though. But yeah, there we go. Get that off of you. You're now nothing but little farts. Look at all these little farts. I've got bunches of them. Go ahead and get them all back to level 2 in case I decide to rebuild them. People also ask me this, like, why do you have a bunch of level 2 heroes? Organization, okay? Organization. Makes it oops. Crap. Melassie, you snuck into the top, you little fart. You gotta go. But essentially, when you level 2 a hero, it takes it to the top of your list. So if you want to keep a hero for any kind of purpose, you level it to 2, it goes to the top, and then all your food stays down here. So you can kind of separate your bag space out a little bit. It works. So there we go. First things first. If we're going to do this, we've got to get another 10-star made. That's going to be the old King Barton here. I'm not going to build King Barton over here. Don't really care to build King Barton. He's just, He's pretty meh, really, to be honest, anymore. He used to be way better than he was, but with all the percent-based HP damage and things, he just doesn't do enough to really be worth the slot, in my opinion. Now, early game, yeah, he's great, but late game, not really that fantastic. So, KB, are you ready to become food? Okay, I'm going to leave some destroyers. I think I need those. Let's just go ahead and do something like, we'll throw in some of you and some of you. We'll get rid of some of these regular dudes. Look at that, getting stats. 120,000 of the purple goos. That's not bad. I can deal with that. Let's go ahead and throw in you, one of you, one of you. That seems legit. Throw in a Margaret. Beautiful. 8-star King Barton. Here you come. 9-star King Barton. Boop. Whoop. 5-star, we need 2 of them. Who are we going to pick? Eeny, meeny, miny, obviously this guy. And that guy. Seems good. All right, get yourself 9-star King Barton. You're looking beautiful. You're looking pretty. You're looking like a 9-star. And now we got to get you a 10-star. Not a problem, because we've got that, and we've got these. And these are great. So, beep. Are you ready to become a 10-star? Of course you are. Don't even ask that question. 10-star King Barton. Boom. Look at him getting awesome shoulder pads. And also, getting ready to become food. Horus. Oh, Horus, it is your day. Okay, so you're E3 right now. You're about to go to E5. It's going to be beautiful. Okay, so I've got an attack build on my Horus right now. I'm probably going to swap him to like a couple different artifacts here and there, and maybe swap his stone around a little bit today, just to get some better, all-around testing on what's, the best. Like, is crit going to do really good, a crit build on Horus, or is it probably going to be mainly attack? I'm assuming largely attack, due to the fact that he has a lot of percent-based damage based in his attack, but whatever, it's not important. Let's go ahead down here, click on this button, click on this button, click on that button, click on this, click on that, click on this. Boom, look at all these thises and that's we're doing. It's going to be great. Are you ready, Horus? Because I am ready. Enabrewed. Bam! E4, looking uber powerful, gained 1,000,000 health, legit, just flat out 1,000,000. That's hot, not even leveled up yet, so that's good news. And now we got this last one here. Let's go ahead and pop in the old 10-star fodder there, another Horus here, and let's go ahead and get you all the way up to a hot E5. Eeny, meeny, miny, beep, enable, boop, there you go. Not quite 1,000,000 health, about 500,000 health this time, but a little bit more attack as well. That's never a bad thing. And there you go. So, Horus, you're looking beautiful. Now we got to get you up 40 levels. I feel like we've got enough to do it. Boop, beep, bop. And the final level. So he's looking at 6.5 million HP right now. 180,000 attack. And this is with obviously more survival enables on. And a, withered armor, which is not the idea of what we're going to be doing. So what I'm thinking about doing, actually, you need to do a little bit of fusions. Now, I could go up here into the event. And no, I couldn't. I'm actually too broke, and I am too broke. I don't have enough gimimages. Bet you I do. I bet you I do. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Get out of there. 2,500. So we've got enough gems. And we've got something over here. Oh, yeah, we got 1,000. Didn't even need to do that. Whatever, we'll take it. All right, so now we're 100 percentile sure that we've got enough to dwarf this little sucker up to a 6-star set. Let's go ahead and forge one of them like bam. There we go. You might wonder why. I'm looking for the raw best damage Horus I can get. So I'm going to need to keep the weapon on for the block chance because Horus does get a decent amount of damage out of his block. And I'm going to remove these 3 pieces. Boop, 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 and boop. And we're going to swap in 6-star sets here. You might, if you're a newer player, might wonder why you would do that. The idea is you gain 21% attack by getting the 3-piece set of 6-star gear. Plus the weapon's going to naturally give you, like, what was that, 13% attack or something like that? So you end up with like 34% boosted attack. Where if you go all into the warrior set, like if you look at his stats right now, 192, 1,000 attack. Crap's going to change that on me. What is it going to change it to? Warrior damage artifact. Okay, makes sense. 194. We'll just go ahead and swap it back on so you can see. Boop. Boop. And boop. Now you do lose some HP when you run the 3-piece 1-piece, but again, 207,000 attack right now, and that's without the attack enables. If I were to put on like all the big daddy punch them in the faces, actually really it's only these 2 that make a difference, but whatever. Not important. Get that on there as well. Bing. I said bing. 235,000 attack. Now he only has 3.7 million HP, but he still has 89% block chance, so it's not really bad, at all. I can deal with that. I can absolutely deal with 89% block chance. It's pretty much 90%, but not quite. Now, if I was using a monster like either the deer, is this going to give you block chance in the passive? Right there, 15%. Or the snake also gives you block, if you're wondering about that. So it does have some utility for certain heroes, but again, if you're going PvE damage right now, there is no substituting. The Phoenix is #1 in PvE, and Deer is probably still #1 in PvP. With that said, beep, let's get out of here. Horus, you're looking beautiful, you're looking fine. Are we going to run the damage versus warrior artifact on you to start things off? And then go fight a warrior? Sounds like a plan. Now here's what I'm thinking about doing. Instead of testing everybody together, because generally that throws numbers in, different areas, I'm going to run just Horus and 3 other heroes. So it's going to be you, and who else do you want to run? Probably a Deathsworn. You might wonder why the crap you would run a Deathsworn. Well, I have Mage Gear and a Withered Armor for him. Perfect. Look at that level 1 Deathsworn. Oh my gosh, you're a freak. But the idea here is his active skill actually burns people forever. So you constantly have uptime on your monster's buff damage, even if you don't have another burn unit. So, like I said, nothing here burns other than Penny. And if I'm not running her in the team, she only burns one person also. Deathsworn will keep the burn proc active forever. I need to go ahead and level you up to level 2, though, so I know which one you are. Alrighty. Everyone else, are you set up for PvE? You're pretty tankified. You're ready to go. Cruz, how you looking? Thinking we'll try Magic Source on you. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Wrong button. Over here. I'm just going to see if I can keep her alive and throw the orb on her. Now, it does lose a little bit of HP there, and also, you know, whatever. A little bit of reduced damage is gone, but I'm hoping that it'll be okay. Active skill on round 1 for a 10-star Heart Watcher is actually much better than running a basic attack, because basic attack only adds a 35% Watcher mark and does 110% of damage, where active skill does way more damage, obviously, but also it reduces a target's attack immediately, so you immediately get a 25% attack reduction on the enemy, and you gain a 45% mark, so the energy artifact is actually okay on a 10-star plus Heart Watcher, unless, of course, you're dying, in which case don't do that. But there we go. I think this is going to be alright. Let's jump in here to a monthly event. We have oh, really? Go ahead and knock that dude out. Doesn't really matter. You'll die immediately. Now, let's jump in here. Let's kick out all... Oh, wait, yeah. That was the old scary cheese we were going with. Horus, because you're amazing. These guys hit everyone, so we ain't got to worry about, you know, with the order of people. And throw a Deathsworn in. The reason I'm running 4 people is because I'm not getting, obviously, an aura buff or anything. I will get less active skills, which might hurt Horus a little bit in the damage. But the idea is... If I run 4 people, the monster's buff is always going to hit Horus literally every time. I don't have to worry about it missing him and hitting like just Cruz or something weird. So let's go ahead and jump in just with this team and see what happens. Are you ready? I'm kind of ready. I want to see what the old Horus is able of dropping. Obviously, as always, we wait till round 8 to get to like slowing things down to see what people can do. Because that's when Heart Watchers... stacks are always maxed. You got the biggest damage posse brew. So let's get up there. Boop, boop, boop. Deathsworn staying alive like an absolute champion. Gives no craps about anything because he's Deathsworn. And Deathsworns obviously give no craps about anything. We've got the damage versus warrior artifact on Horus. So he should be hitting pretty hard. I will probably run the Punisher staff on him as well. And maybe even the antlers cane too. Just to kind of get an all-around test of which one's kind of hitting the hardest. Now, of course, there are certain things like crits and stuff like that that will make a difference in his damage. But with the way I'm running it right now, that was 96 million, I think. That's not bad, Horus. That's pretty hot. Good job, my man. 16 million? Not bad. I'll take it. Like I said, the way I'm running it now, the test should be as close to repeatable as possible. That was pretty good as well. 50-something million damage there. Not bad. Horus, you absolute freak monster. There you go. Get the little monster buff in there. Well, that was disgusting. You didn't crit on nobody. That was sad. I'm a little sad for you, Horus. Boop, beep. I didn't get crit against either, so he doesn't get his active skill for the next round. That's going to be a little bit sad. But it's all right. Boom. 102 million. That's actually not bad damage. I can deal with that. And that's without the Big Daddy boosted damage on, so that's not bad. Over 1 billion. So I'm good with that. That's 1.141 billion damage. Horus dropped literally right on the nose of 1 billion damage. That's cool to see. That's pretty close to just about as perfect a number as you can get. So definitely dropping some nasty damage, and that's with the damage versus warrior artifact. So what we're going to do is we're going to swap... Was that 33 million? Good lord, Deathsworn of level 2. You're a beast! You outdamaged my 9-star. Cruz, you freak! That's great. So we're going to run just... we're going to kill this guy really fast, aren't we? We are. It's going to be kind of hard to get a bunch of tests in, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and swap this to the Antlers Cane, because that's going to give him better skill damage and more attack, I believe. Quite a bit more, actually. So this might also be, like I said... swap little artifacts here and there. We're going to see what happens. And that's kind of the game plan today. Just kind of see what works best on my E5 Horus. I'm not going to be running any block builds because I already know that block builds do not do the most damage. They're survival based. And so I can certain pray for fire bosses. The block build may be the answer because they hit really freaking hard. But in this case, I'm just going for raw damage against people that, you know, you're not going to die against. So i.e. broken spaces as of right now. We knocked out, what was that, like 14% HP on round 1. I think we can get enough tests in here. It's not like we have an Aspen who's going to go nuts at 30% and just absolutely nuke this guy to death. So I want to run this test, and then one more with the Punisher Staff, and then I want to swap his stone to a double crit stone, and run the Punisher Staff as well, just to kind of see what an all-out crit build would look like on Horus. Oh, we're already at round 9. Whoops. Oopsie doodles, that happened a little bit faster than I anticipated, but it's all right. It all works out in the end. Oop, there you go. Yeah, it wasn't great. That wasn't the most beautiful damage there, Horus, but your active skill. Oh, good. That Cruise dropped on. That's great. What are you going to drop here? Is that 131 million damage? I believe it was. I believe it absolutely was. So that's pretty solid. But again, you know, there's fudge room here. His basic attacks will be hitting a little bit weaker because he doesn't have the damage versus warrior. Oh, he's going to get an active skill again right after the monster drop. That's nasty. That's really nasty. 121 mil. That's not bad. That's actually really not bad. I can deal. And his blocks obviously do hit pretty hard as well. So, you know, it's a thing. There we go. One more active skill, another 121 million damage. Looking beautiful. I actually like that. That's pretty hard. So let's see how much damage we did this time. 1.5 billion damage. So quite a bit more, obviously. And there is, like I said, there's certain things that still go into effect here. How many active skills Cruz feeds to the Horus is going to make a difference. However, the damage down here didn't change all that much. I think Heartwatcher did a little bit less, maybe? I can't remember. But this seems largely the same as last time, so I would say that's a pretty accurate depiction that the damage versus warrior artifact may not be the way to go with a Horus. The Antlers Cane is looking like it's quite a bit stronger. So let's go ahead and remove this off of you, Penny, and let's put the Punisher Staff on him instead. He's going to lose a little bit of attack here, but he's going to gain some crit chance and obviously a buttload of crit damage. Lose a little bit of attack as well. Like I said, he's going to do that. But maybe this will help him on his little guaranteed crits here. We'll see what happens. Horus, art thou ready for test number 3? Because I am ready. How much HP do you have left? 67%. Definitely easily going to be able to get the proper amount of testing in. That's good. That's good. I like it. But I feel like these are the builds that are going to have the most potential. I'm not going to test things like precision and skill damage because, let's be honest, that is a subpar stone that no one really uses. If they wanted to buff that, they'd have to like... Well, I mean, there might be some heroes. Like Dark Arthral might be a skill damage build. I don't know. But very few heroes really benefit from that. So whatever. Let's see, though. Boop, boop, boop. Get to round 8 here. Boom, was going to active skill already. That's going to be nice. 45 millions. Get in there, Horus, you little freak beast. Boop. All right, we're at round 8. So that's looking hot. It's looking good. Boop. Beep. All right. 77 mil. Not super beautiful, but it's only around 9. We've got plenty of time left here. We're going to get an active skill. Should be under the buff of the Phoenix as well. That's 20 million on his basic attack, though. So that wasn't bad. After this, we're going to swap his stone over to... Ooh, 86 mil. That's all right. It's not quite as high as the Antlers Cane. We're looking at 100 and something million there. But hopefully, he's still not critting very much. And again, like I said, that could be because he has a 35% crit chance. It's not a lot of crit chance. It's pretty low, actually. So anyways, here we go. Come on, buddy. Bam! 127 on this guy, 97 on this guy. That's weird. That's really weird, actually. That's actually quite strange. Why would that happen? I'm really confused right now. I'm thinking, so 1.1 billion, so that's about on par with what the damage versus warrior artifact did, the Punisher Staff. But I'm wondering here that his active skill may have like an extra chance to crit with this, and then this is just a guaranteed crit that you're going to hit every time, so it always shows up as a crit, but this may not always crit. So that's interesting. I don't know if that's how it actually works, but being that he hit 2 different numbers, it kind of makes sense to me. So we've got plenty of gold here. Let's go ahead and get you a double crit stone, just because it's going to be the bestest. There we go. I don't know if this is going to be actually that great or not, because that's, like I said, Horus, he still has almost 200,000 attack. But Horus scales very well with attack because a lot of his active skills are going to base in his attack. Like his blocks and his active skill hits pretty hard based on how much attack he has. But in this case, he's got 107% crit damage stock with 55% raw crit chance, which doesn't seem very bad. I'm okay with that. Everything here, like I said, is all red. It's the most damage you're possibly ever going to hit. We got a male, though. Oh, do we kill something? Oh, we killed the baby, I guess. We killed the baby. Doesn't matter. We knew that was going to happen. So let's go ahead and get this final test in here with the crit staff, the crit build, and see if this is actually going to outperform the attack build. Because right now it looks like the Antlers Cane is the #1 artifact for Horus. He hit definitely the hardest, no doubt about that, with it. So we'll see. That's what testing's all about. You kind of get a test around on things, see what's going to work out the bestest and what's going to work out the mediumest. And we're going for the bestest. So right now, I mean, 1.5 billion is a pretty high mark to take out, so we'll see. He's not critting very much, but he doesn't have a lot of natural crit chance, and that's going to be a little rough. So here we go. 11 million damage, that wasn't much. 71 mil at round 8, that's respectable. I can get behind that. Very much so. His basic attacks are really not critting very often. He's got, what, 55% crit chance? So he should be critting against at least one person. Here we go. We got a Phoenix drop, so big buff of damage. Come on, Horus, drop something nasty. 87 mil. It's not the most nasty, but again, he might not have done that weird little double crit thing he does. There's 21 mil on each. That's not bad. I can deal with that. Boop. Beep. 93 million, so it still looks like the Antlers Cane's damage is coming out very much on top here. We do get another good chance to see some nasty hits here, though. Come on, Horus. 124 on one and 86 on the other, so I do believe there's like 2 different chances to crit on that active skill, which is a little bit weird. There's 30 million each basic. That's, again, that's not bad. That's pretty hot. Can you, oh, he's going to get an active skill. 90 mil each. Not bad. Again, like I said, I assume there's like a double chance to crit or something on that active skill. 1.39 billion. So that one kind of sat in the middle. It wasn't outright insane. Like it wasn't, the Antlers Cane was 1.5. So we're about 300 million less than the Antlers Cane. But at the same time, like I said, these guys' damage have stayed almost exactly the same the entire time. And this is why I wanted to run it this way with just 4 heroes in. So I get a really accurate read on what Horus can do. Now bear in mind, okay, Horus does actually scale better with more heroes. Because every time someone casts an active skill, he gains attack and crit damage. That's a big deal. So when you have 2 more heroes casting active skills every other round or so, that is going to stack up on the potential of a max of attack that he's going to have. But at the same time, you also aren't guaranteed the Phoenix is going to drop on him and give him that boost against burning targets, which does make a large difference in your damage. So I'm going to run one more. We're just going to next it, though, instead of watching it, because you've already seen the battle a bunch. We're going to run the exact same attack and just next it, because when you're working with crit, you're working with a lot more variability, I guess you could say, because if you don't crit, your damage goes down. If you do crit, your damage goes up. There's a very big difference between it, especially when you have 100+% crit damage. The difference between not critting and critting is quite massive. So let's just go ahead and next through this, and 1.5 bill. I mean, Heartwatcher did a little bit more damage that time, but he went up about 100 million, and like I said, that's a small fluctuation. It's about right, but either way, it looks like an attack-based Horus with the Antlers Cane performs quite similar to a crit-based Horus with the Punisher Staff. However, what I'm going to say is if you do not have a Punisher Staff, if I had a Horus with no Punisher Staff, there's no way I would run a crit build on him, just because you're not going to get enough, I don't think, crit damage or crit chance to really make it worth your while. I would definitely stick with the double attack stone, because like I said, if you can still land 1 billion damage with nothing but a damage versus warrior artifact, that's pretty potent. That's not bad damage. That's actually pretty decent. But because my Penny's already on my team and she's going to be using my Punisher Staff, I'm going to go ahead and swap him back to an attack stone. Just because, I mean, you could try an attack HP holy damage stone, but again, I feel like double attack is going to walk away with it. There's really, I don't think, a good chance that's going to keep up in the performance area. Boop, boop. Swap you over to an, you're probably going to go back into PvP here in a moment, so where's that Death Sworn? Be naked him. Sorry, buddy. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm not sorry. My sorriness is -6. Let's go ahead and put you back to a more of a PvP base. Like so. Still rocking. Well, that's with all these. We're going to pop you like so. We're going to do like the double speed, just so you're not a super slow little dead guy, because that's never fun. Decreasing crit damage. Scroll up, game. Come on. Screw me like this. Listen to my clicks. So we could go heals. Extra healing isn't necessarily bad, but if he's gonna have, how much HP do you have right now, bud? 6.1 million. So you've got a decent amount of health. It's not an insane amount of health, but I don't think this is gonna probably do much for me. We could reduce the crit damage received. Probably not bad. Aspens and pennies are pretty prevalent in PvP right now, so that will be kind of handy. But there we go. There's the E5 Horus PvE test. I mean, we could run a PvP test. The thing's already going kind of long anyway, though. We know what PvP's ruled by. Adas, Aspens, all that crapo. So anyways, there you go. There's the E5 Horus. I'm pretty impressed with him. 1.5 billion damage with the Antlers Cane is pretty beastie damage. I'm good with that. I'm actually very good with that. And again, like I said, if we ran a full team, we might get better. We could, we've already swapped enables back. But instead, with a 6-person team, you are going to get more stacks of that passive, so he will have higher attack. And another thing that would be kind of beneficial of obviously running an attack-based build is your percent attack boosts will scale better. Plus, like I said, it has a weird deal. It seems like it has a chance to crit on both the actual damage here, and this is just going to be a guaranteed orange number. So it's always going to be orange because it's guaranteed to be a critical strike damage, but it seems like you do have a chance to crit on this as well. So like you saw those attacks like one hitting 80 and one hitting 120 million. That's kind of where that plays in. So I don't know, I still feel like attack is probably the safest build on a Horus, double attack. If you want to build a survival Horus, obviously a block HP stone gives him a ton of health. Like it'd be stupid if I had a block HP on him right now, or even double HP, ridiculous. So if you want him to survive a lot, you can do that, but I think right now with the monsters the way they are, he's not really in any danger of dying in most cases. But there we go. That's today's video. E5'd Horus, did a little bit of damage testing with him. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you liked the video, please make sure, smash that thumbs up button to show your support, and I will see you guys in the next one.